What's up, guys? It's Sydney, and this is your 20-minute stretch for tight hips and lower back. So grab your mat and let's get started. What's up, guys? I'm so excited that you're here today, taking this time to work on your mobility, working into movements and positions that are going to help you with our workouts and with just functionality in life, okay? So we're working today on lower back and hips, so right around the lumbo-pelvic hip region. We'll also work in surrounding areas, so hamstrings, middle back, upper back as well, just because everything in your body works together. So we're going to get started in a nice wide stance, okay? Make sure before you head out today, you've taken a quick second to subscribe to the channel. It's super quick, but it means a lot to us to help us grow this channel. So thanks for taking a second to do that. Okay, let's throw hands on your hips, and I first want to start with just a little bit of movement. Okay, so we're going to shift your weight to the left and then to the right. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Shift it out and out. Good. And if you're a little bit more mobile in your hips, you can bring your feet in closer together, okay, putting a little more pressure on this outside. Great job. Lean away, keep your chest open. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Keeping with that movement theme, we're going to come back to neutral and go forwards and back. Okay, let's go ahead. Nice job. Now keep my hands on my hips to kind of push my tailbone a little bit when I come forward. Hands on the hips, shift the hamstrings and glutes back when you push back. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come back to this bent position, and I want you to just let your arms hang, putting your hands down onto the mat. Okay, and then stepping it back into a down dog position. Okay. Shifting side to side, plant your heels down, really stretch the back of your legs. Got a little bit of lateral movement, again hitting your hips and the low back. Good, take your time here, no need to rush. Drive your heels down, slowly let your hips shift out. There we go. Come back into the middle, and let's bend one heel at a time. Shift it down, down. Good. Come up onto your toes, drop a heel, up, and drop. Beautiful. 2, and 1. Now go ahead and bend your knees, drop them down to the floor. And plant your knees right under your hips, hands right under your shoulders. We're gonna go back and forth with your hips. Okay, so a good amount of movement here in the beginning. And then we'll move into some static positions, okay? Rotate your hips forward and down as you open your chest and your chin. Then tuck your chin, lift your chest, rotate back. Great job. 2 more. Last one, and then come back to neutral. Good job. So I'm going to turn forwards for you here. You're going to shift your hips out to the side. Okay, so bring your knees together and let them stack up as you roll over and switch. Okay, trying to keep your chest right here in the middle. So chest isn't rotating, but your hips and your lower / middle back are. Go. Great job. Let it shift down. Let's go 2 more. Good. Last one, end up right over here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back into neutral. Great job. And go ahead and walk your hands out so that your hips fall down onto the floor. Good. And if this is too much right now, lower down to your elbows. Still give me that press up. Okay, we're all at different areas in terms of mobility. Good. Now go ahead and look back over your right shoulder. And switch over, look to the left heel. Good. Come back to the middle. Tuck your chin, lift your hips in your belly, and sit back. There you go. Reach your hands out front, let your hips rotate backwards. A little bit of a rounded back in your low back. And lift it up, and let's come back forward again. Good. Look over your right shoulder. And shift over, look over your left shoulder. And back into the middle. Lift the hips, tuck the tailbone down and back. And we're going to go one more time through that rotation. Okay, so go ahead, lift your hips up. Drop it back down. Legs are straight back. Push your chest away from the floor. Look over the right shoulder and over the left shoulder. And come back to the middle. Tuck your chin, lift your chest, your abs and hips, and sit it back. Great job. Good work. All right, come on back into tabletop position. Feeling good so far? All right, so we're gonna move into another sort of flow here, okay? Let's take your left foot up right outside your left hand. Shove down, okay? So back hip to the floor, but before you push it down to the floor, I want you to tuck your belly button in and then float down, okay? So notice I'm not here, right? I'm pulled in here, and then I go forward so I can really get this neutral pelvis and a good hip flexor stretch, okay? So before you go down, pull your belly button right here, then sink forward. And if you can't get down on the floor supporting yourself without arching, just stay right here, okay? I'd rather have this neutral pelvis, even a little bit posteriorly rotated. Good. Come back up to neutral, rest for a second. We're gonna reset our hips. Okay, so go ahead and take your belly button, your hand on your spine right behind it, and think of pulling your front finger back. There you go, and shift forward. And a lot of people, if you only get to right here and shift neutral, you'll feel it already, right? So shift forward if you feel okay. Good. And if you're doing it right, you're really gonna feel it even into the top part of your quad. Good, one more time. Come back up, relax. We'll reset and then we'll shift legs. Okay, so belly button in, rotate it back to posterior/neutral. And then shift forward. Putting a little pressure here on your tailbone with that back hand, supporting your front with the forearm on the leg. Beautiful job. Go ahead and sit it back. Now let's switch it over, okay? Start in your 90-degree position. Take your hips face forward, okay? Belly button pulls in. Okay, and then go ahead and rotate forward. Great job. Come back up to neutral. Big deep breath in. Exhale, pull back. Shift forward. Great job. Push, push, push. And come back up neutral one more time. Roll the hips back. Shift forward. Keep your hips facing forward. Beautiful. All right. Come back into the front and we're gonna have both knees right underneath of you. Okay, so we just put the right leg down, okay? Take your left leg out to the side and shift over and away from it. Okay, if you can go lower here on this side, feel free to bend your arm, reach over top. Great job. Take that top hand and I want you to fold your shoulder down, reaching for the floor. Keep your hips right where they are. Good. Take that top arm. Now go right out in front of your knee and sit your hips back. Beautiful. Come back up. Same leg. We're going to hit those same 3 positions again, okay? Up and over. Brace yourself. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Beautiful. A little bit lower. Reach further with your fingertips for 4, 3, 2, 1. Fold that top shoulder down towards the floor. Keep reaching away still. It's just a diagonal reach. Okay, you should feel this back in the top part of your hips and low back. Keep reaching outwards. Good job. Come into the center right in front of that knee. And if you can, shift your weight back so you're sitting on your knee or sitting on your heel calf area. Beautiful. Come back in up top. Switch it right over. Great job. Okay, so foot is out to the side here. Reach it over. Drop down, brace your arms, and reach those fingertips towards the floor. Lower yourself if you can. Good job. We can hit the hips from so many different areas or so many different angles. So I'm trying to hit your obliques and your hips right now, just that lateral part of your body. Reach a little further for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that arm, keep reaching, take it diagonal as you drop your shoulder to face the floor or your chest. Keep reaching. Good work. Good, back into the middle. And if you can, shift your hips back. Reach your hands forward. Perfect. Pull your hands right back in beside your knee. Push up, and we'll go back again one more time around. Big exhale. Really reach down. Here we go. Good. Take that hand diagonal. Keep reaching. Drop your front shoulder down a little bit. Reach, reach, reach. And right into the front. Sit it back if you can. Great job. Perfect. All right, bring your hands back in, surround this knee. And now we're gonna shift over where that knee is now in front. And you're gonna tuck that leg down underneath for a pigeon pose. Okay, so more of a beginner option would be shin on the ground, but your hips are still up. Okay, and you fold over top of that. If you can go a little bit more advanced, I want you to put your shin perpendicular with your spine, hips facing the floor, and slowly make your way down. We're gonna stay here for a solid minute. Each 20 seconds, I'm gonna challenge you to go a little deeper and adjust your positioning to get a little bit more into your psoas. Okay, now go ahead and drive this hip down to the floor a little bit more. Good job. Keep pushing it downward. Make sure your foot is straight back from your hip. And last 20 seconds, if you can walk out further and drive your hip down at the same time, let's do it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Walk it back in. Okay, we're just gonna shift right over. So your other leg is now in front. For me, it's the right leg. All right, beginner option, starting right up here. Okay, if you can go a little bit deeper, drop down. Okay, 1 solid minute right here. Let's work on hip facing down, perpendicular shin and spine. And as you loosen up a little bit, each 20 seconds, I'll challenge you to go a little bit deeper. Good. All right, now check in with your hip again. If it has started to float open here, drive it down towards the floor one more time. Great job. All right, 5 seconds, and you're gonna go as deep as you can, shin and chest as close as you can get them. Hips point to the floor. Last 20 right here. Two, 1. Great job. Now come back up, and I want you to take this bent leg, keeping it bent, tucking it right into your outer thigh. Okay, we're gonna go right over top of your bent leg first. Slowly rise up. You're gonna turn your whole chest out towards your toe, long toe, or the long straight leg toe. Reach and pull. Good, now come halfway up, and I want you to open your chest up, reach over top. Beautiful. And slowly make your way back up. Same thing on the other side. So go ahead and switch it over. Tuck your foot right into the inner thigh, fold over top first. Breathe. Good. Slowly rise up till you're back on your glutes. Take your chest, turn it out towards that toe. Reach nice and straight. Beautiful. Come halfway up, open your chest up to the front, reach over, and stretch one more time. Three, 2, 1, and make your way back up. Both feet are touching now. So the soles of your shoes or your foot is touching here. I want you to take your hands, loop them right under your toes, and pull your chest down forward. Let your back round out just a little bit. Good. Come up, release your hands, and I want you to shift them over in front of your right shin. Now reach out diagonal. Okay, keep your hip bones down. Keep your sit bones down, I should say. Now we're going to spend the last couple minutes here in this position. Good. Swing it over to the other side. Diagonal in front of your left shin. Reach out. Relax, round your back. You should be feeling it down here in your lower back, even in your hip over here. Good. Take your right hand. I want you to sweep it over and across, and let's get back over. Beautiful. Take your left hand, sweep it over across. Good. And back in the front, grab onto your feet one more time. Round your back out and pull down. Good work. Slowly come on up. Okay, I want you to make your way to a tabletop position. Okay, first thing, touch your hips down to the ground. Big deep stretch for 9, 8, big push, 7, 6, 5, open your chest, pull your shoulder blades back, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin down, one vertebrae at a time, starting with your upper neck. Roll up. Okay, come into tabletop. Tuck your toes down, push your heels high, drive your heels down, walk it back to your toes. Good. Grab onto your elbows when you get here. Bend your knees just a little bit, and one vertebrae at a time, you roll up again, starting with your low back. Get up to the top and give it a good gentle push. And you have made it. Amazing job. I hope you're feeling so much better. I know I definitely am, and I want you to keep using this stretch, okay? If this area, this low back, hips, is really tight for you, this is your body telling you, hey, we need this work. We need to put this work in. It's not just that you are a tight person, it's that you are a person who isn't putting in the work to get rid of some of that tightness, to ease some of it up. Your lifestyle choices, maybe not your choice, but your lifestyle positions, seated positions or standing positions for long periods of time, tighten this area up, okay? Your lumbar spine and your pelvis are so closely related to low back pain, inactive glutes, tight hamstrings, tight hips, okay? All of this is something you have to actively work on. You can't just complain about it. You have to really work on it. Just like strength. If you were to never do a push-up before, and you tried and you couldn't do it yet, you wouldn't just say, I'm someone who can't do push-ups, right? Strength and flexibility, mobility are in the same category in that you have to work for them, okay? And in both of the situations, as you start seeing progress, you start to feel so much better, okay? And I want that for you. I'm a big fan of recovery and mobility, but you've got to put in the work in your workouts and in your mobility recovery journey, okay? So I'm very proud of you. Make sure before you head out today, really quick, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and give this stretch a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And the first person that comes to mind right now when you think of, oh, this would really help them feel amazing, I would love for you to share this workout with them today, okay? I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Bye.